Today on VOX, we'll have information on the New Year's celebration plan and more. Ben Dudash will have your local weather, and Jay Standards will have your sports.
It's Friday, February 5th, 2020, and you're watching VOX News Today.
Good afternoon and welcome back. I'm Kendra Taylor.
And I'm Gunnar Taylor.
The New Year's Eve ball drop will be virtual this year. The annual celebration that takes place in New York City's Times Square will be able to be watched from anywhere you are. The event organizers are still deciding on whether to allow a limited number of people in to watch it live.
Georgia deputies reunited a lost Dalmatian with its rightful family on Saturday after a woman had claimed the dog as her own when it went missing last week, authorities said. The family's Dalmatian and German Shepherd went missing on Wednesday, the Bibb County Sheriff's Office said in a statement. The family reported the dog is missing, and a woman found the dogs and immediately put an ad on for Craigslist to hopefully find the owners. However, when the family called her, she said another woman had already claimed the Dalmatian and is being charged with theft.
Today's Star Spangled Salute honors Coast Guard veteran Steve Biles. When he drove past a wildfire in Tacoma, Washington and saw a home on fire, he said his training kicked in and he stopped to help the families escape their homes. Steven says that he is glad he was there, and all he knew was that these people needed his help. Realizing the fire department hadn't arrived yet, he took matters into his own hands, doing what he said had to be done. Thank you for your bravery, Steven, and thank you for your service.
President Trump will reportedly push toward the creation of a federal holiday for Juneteenth. The June 19th holiday commemorates the cessation of slavery. Quote, the president listened to a lot of different stakeholders who have championed it being very important in the community, end quote, Smith said. The president plans to give a speech in Atlanta, Georgia on Friday. Smith said this will provide new details on the president's agenda for Black America.
One person is dead and 3 others have been injured after a home exploded in Oklahoma City Thursday morning, the local fire department said. Pictures of the aftermath showed debris scattered across the ground in a neighborhood in the northeastern part of the city. The cause of the explosion was not immediately clear, according to the Oklahoma City Fire Department. An Oklahoma City Fire Department spokesperson told News 9 that a mother, father, and their 2 children lived inside the property. Their daughter is reported to have been killed in the blast, while the father suffered serious injuries and the mother and other child suffered burn injuries.
A 7-year-old girl from Bristol gets a seizure alert dog thanks to the community. Addie Lewis suffers from an epilepsy. It cost around $20,000 to get a medical alert dog. Generous community donations around $10,000, a $2,500 grant, and a $15,000 scholarship from Eyes, Ears, Nose, and Paws got Addie past her goal.
Here's Ben Dudash with your weather.
I'll have your weather and more right after this break.
One thing to love about the Tennessee Valley is Bradley Central Show Choir, Vocal Motion. The other thing to love is the local Geico office on Lee Highway.
You could save a lot. Oh, you can save a lot. Oh, you can save a lot. But how do you know? Unless you call 894-2600.
Got a car? Got a boat? Got a home?
Get a quote.
CRCC to me is a calling that God placed on my life to really step out in faith on something that I didn't think I could do, and it's been amazing to see how God's worked through it.
CRCC stands for Crossroads Community Church, but we're a church that our vision is to be a life-giving church in our community. We do that through helping people know God, find freedom, discover their purpose, and then go make a difference. And so that's what we're doing every week, is helping people discover their jam and go make a difference.
Welcome back, Bradley Central. Now let's start off with your weather at glance. Today's high is going to be 74 with a low of 64, and it's going to be some showers throughout the remainder of the day. Gusts of winds reaching 4 miles per hour going southwest, and the humidity today is going to be at least 95%. Saturday is going to be foggy, and the high for tomorrow is going to be 79 and a low of 60. Sunday is going to be partly cloudy with a high of 81 and a low of 65. Now let's take a look at your 7-day weather forecast. Monday is going to be partly cloudy again with a high of 81 and a low of 61. Tuesday, again, showers with a high of 66 and a low of 54. Wednesday, partly cloudy with a high of 70 and a low of 54. Thursday, partly cloudy again, but it's going to be a little bit more chillier with a high of 68 and a low of 49. Now let's take a look at our local radar. There are some scattered showers throughout the area, but nothing too severe at the moment. Everywhere else seems in the clear, so let's go ahead and take a look at our national radar. As I said before, scattered showers throughout the north, northwest, and southeast area as well, near Jacksonville and Washington. But all throughout the center area of the national area, it's all in the clear. This has been your weather. Now I'll send it over to Jace with your sports.
Thursday night football was the battle for Florida as the Miami Dolphins took on the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'll have your scores and more after this break.
In 1933, Ray Jackson founded Jackson Furniture in the midst of the Great Depression. We opened our doors the day the banks closed theirs. Since then, we have continued to create furniture right here in the USA. We have seen decades of American prosperity, challenge, war, and mind-blowing advancements in science and technology. We have never forgotten the way our company and country began, with perseverance, hope, and hard work. Throughout all of those decades of change, one thing remains consistent. Families love to relax together in a room filled with comfortable furniture. That is where we have been and will always be. From being huddled around a radio to being kicked back in front of a giant flat screen.
Do you need credit up to $4,000? With a check and a cash flex loan secured by your car title, that's exactly what you could get. Apply for the cash you need today and keep your car. At Check into Cash, a flex loan offers you the funds you need to handle some of life's bigger emergencies. Get started on your flex loan by visiting checkintocash.com/TN. Apply in-store with your car title, receive quick approval, and borrow the funds you need.
Your one-stop money shop, check into cash.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at Game 4 of the Western Conference Finals. The Lakers beat the Nuggets 114 to 108, giving them a 3-1 series lead. But the Nuggets have come back from a 3-1 series lead in prior series against the Jazz and Clippers, so we'll see if they can do it for the third time. Now to MLB scores. We got the Marlins beating the Braves 4-2. The Pirates beat the Cubs 7-0. Mets beat the Nationals 3-2, and the Blue Jays beat the Yankees 4-1. Now to Thursday Night Football. We got the Jaguars losing to the Dolphins 31-13. Now to the prep sports. We got Loudoun going to Polk County, Walker Valley at Cumberland County, Bradley Central and Cleveland are on byes this week. That's all for me. Stay tuned for more after this break.
Alexa, ask Whirlpool. Hey Google, ask Whirlpool. Ask Whirlpool, ask Whirlpool.
Care can be a handful. That's why our Whirlpool Smart Range helps you care smarter with voice control.
Hey Google, ask Whirlpool to turn off the oven.
Set oven timer for 5 hours. Keep warm. Alexa, ask Whirlpool to preheat the oven to 350.
So life doesn't revolve around your range. Everyday care. Whirlpool.
Welcome back, Bradley Central. Tennessee ranks worst among states for voter turnout. Tennessee ranks 48th place in the United States for voter turnout. According to Hamilton County, 20,000 new people have registered to vote between January 1st and September 22nd. That is a significant increase from last election year.
Lucas, a Knox County third grader, lost his tooth while visiting Myrtle Beach with his family in June. Worried that the tooth fairy wouldn't find his tooth, him and his mom wrote a letter and put it in a bottle to send it out in the ocean. Now the bottle has been found and a package has arrived on their doorstep. A letter from the tooth fairy inside wrote, "Mermaids found your tooth and gave it to me. The mermaid wanted you to have this shark tooth to remember your vacation. Brush your teeth 2 times every day to keep them pretty for me," end quote. His mother is thankful for this stranger's generosity.
The Stand for Children Tennessee Art Showcase has had over 40 submissions from children in elementary to high school. Of these children is a 4th grader by the name of Hadley Barnes. She wrote a song called Waiting back in March when quarantine first started. She wrote all the lyrics while her dad played guitar. They submitted it to the art teacher and it was sent off to the showcase. The Stand for Children Tennessee show agrees it's very helpful to let kids use art as a way to channel their emotions. You can see what all has been entered at their website. We are online on YouTube at BCHS VOX News.
You can check us out on Facebook, WTNB, and of course, VoxNews.net.
Tell your friends and family to tune in.
You just can't get enough of Vox.
That's all we have for you today, Bradley Central.
And as always,
God bless and go Bears!